gaining experience, and various career options. Now, becoming a teacher is not as simple as you get your degree and you become a teacher. Gaining hands-on experience is an important step to build your resume, but also to achieve these goals. There are structured volunteer programs that can help you gain experience. There are many out there, but I just wanted to highlight a few. Everybody Wins Power Lunch is a children's literacy program that partners professionals who forgo their lunch break and head to a nearby elementary school to read with a child. Their motto is one mentor, one child, one book at a time. Junior Achievement partners with businesses and organizations to assist kindergartners all the way up through high school and teaches them about financial literacy, work readiness, and entrepreneurship. AmeriCorps has over 75,000 opportunities in various causes, one of which being public education. Through AmeriCorps, you can assist in after-school programs and fight illiteracy. Just to show you a little bit more about what these programs offer, I'm going to show you a little video about Everybody Wins Power Lunch.
Who's to say what's impossible will they forget? This world keeps spinning and with each new day I can feel a change in everything.
Power Lunch has that cachet about it that means senior people getting together to make big things happen. Well, in many ways, that's what's going on there.
Volunteers come into the school to spend time with students. It's a mentor program and a literacy-based program.
We basically leave my office once a week around 12:45, get to the school at 1 o'clock, and for about 45 minutes I sit down with my student and we read.
I got excited about it because all you needed to do is go out on your lunch break, for an hour and go read with a child, and that's the easiest volunteer program I've ever done.
All right, new book. Which one do you want to read?
That would be Amanda Beale, and it happened because of a mistake.
Right. I just think it's great to see the kids, and she's so excited every time we walk in here. She's ready with her book, and it's just a lot of fun.
As soon as you walk in the school, there's kids, and they're crazy, and they're screaming, and they're running around, and then I see my little girl, and she comes running over.
I find that it's perhaps the best hour of the week when you go and you sit with a kid and you read to them and you see their eyes sparkle. You really feel like you're making a difference.
The biggest love I have is walking down the hallway during lunchtime and seeing both adults and children on the big fluffy couch.
Is this fun?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I get to read and I learn new facts.
It hopefully would inspire them to go to reading and to books on their own for pleasure rather than as a chore.
What do you like to read about?
Dinosaurs and non-fiction books.
I wish it was something where I can have all students be a part of the program, because we have kids say, I want to be a part of Everybody Wins this year, and it's so hard to tell them we may not have a person for you just yet. There are more children than volunteers. We do have a need for more volunteers.
I'm gonna make it a brighter place with my own two hands. I'm gonna make it a safer place with my own two hands. I'm gonna help the human race with my own two hands. With my own two hands.
Everybody Wins Power Lunch is just one of the formal programs out there that you're able to gain some experience through. You can also volunteer less formally without a program. You can volunteer in the classroom in either a daycare, an elementary school, or with your church by teaching Bible school. You can also tutor, assist in after-school programs at your local YMCA or Boys and Girls Club. coach a team, or even be a camp counselor. You can reaffirm your commitment to student success on your resume with experience by volunteering with students in these opportunities. Once you've done some exploration in the field of education and find that this is definitely a career path that you want to pursue, there are various teaching positions you may find you're open to. Some of these alternatives to the most traditional teaching jobs are instructional aides, teaching assistants, paraprofessionals, tutors, coaches, camp counselors, adult school teachers, and online instructors. In contrast, there are in the most traditional sense of teaching, you may also want to consider early childhood education, elementary school teachers, secondary teachers, special education teachers, English as a second language teachers, substitutes, and charter schools. For the purpose of this presentation, we're going to focus our time and attention on teaching in the most traditional K-12 systems. Now let's discuss certification and educational requirements. As we talk about these things, I want you to keep these things in mind. Teachers serve a very valuable role to our society. They guide and educate our next generation. So a BA in education doesn't make you a teacher. Think of it like a doctor. Like doctors, they need more education, they have to complete a test, and more training is required. Now, as we go through this slide, it's really important that you note that actual requirements to become a teacher will vary from state to state. We'll review the most typical educational requirements that have some commonalities between the various states. First, you'll definitely need a bachelor's degree. For elementary school teachers, this is either a major and minor in education or liberal studies. For secondary school, so middle school and high school, you'll need to major in the desired subject specialty. So that means if you are looking to be a math or science teacher, you should definitely major in math or science. Some states may even require a master's degree. There's also some testing involved. There's either a state exam or a praxis, which is another exam that you can take. Lastly, you'll need to complete a teacher education program that includes your student-teacher practicum. Now, it's really important that we note here that Ashford University degrees are a great starting point, but they do not lead to teacher certification or licensure in any state. It is your responsibility to research your state requirements. Now, what I'd like to do is to go to this website here, certificationmap.com. On this webpage, we can take a look we see a map of the country. We can click on any of these states and find out what the certification requirements are for teachers. For this purpose, I'm going to click on California. Here we'll see the certification roadmap. It talks about the prerequisite coursework, what the teacher preparation will look like, the reciprocity between states, the California required tests, as well as the certification information and links. If I click on this, you'll see a direct link to the California Commission on Teaching Credentialing. I find this tool to be really valuable as you explore each of your individual states and what those requirements look like for your state specifically. Now, with all of that said, although our programs here at Ashford do not lead to teacher certification, I can reassure you that certification is still attainable. And we'll cover that in the next few slides.